Hello, future designers. Welcome to another tutorial at ABCD. Today we'll be doing this, and then so we already have our templates, and then we are going to just Control C, Control F, and then start working right away. So I'm just going to duplicate the eye, Control C, Control F, and then just move it in place. So on the face, oops, okay, Control C, Control F, then move it. Okay, so that's it. Let's see. Well, let's position them well to the face, and then I'm going to have to start with the or the eyeglasses, the spectacles. Okay, so I'm going to measure it across the face, the eyes. Well, I think this side is quite okay, or okay, and then I'm going to have to give it a color white, give it a stroke of I think 7 points. Okay, and then I have to give it a stroke color. Let's give it this stroke color. Okay, it's too large, so I'm going to reduce the stroke points. Okay. Then let's see. So I'm going to click, and let me just move this here, position it here and see. Okay, so we have a white fill. So I'm going to the opacity and then reduce the opacity. Okay, so here pay careful or close attention to this place, because here we're going to do some try and errors here. So let's see what we're going to do. So just going to move this here. And then I have to work on the points. So I've taken the points out. Okay, that's a stroke. And then Control C, Control F, and I'm going to reduce this. So resize it by reducing it inside. Okay. Then I'll go to the fill. I'm going to use the pink color. Okay. So that's for the glasses. Then let me see. So give it some stroke points of 2 or 1, and then an opacity of 100. Okay, so that's going to be the frame for our glasses, and then put this here white. Okay, so let me enlarge it, and then let's see what happens. Okay, so let's select all, and then I'm going to move it to the eye, and let's see. Ooh, okay, so let's see the error here. Double click, and then let me see if I can give it. I'm going to work on the opacity or reduce it. Then let's move it to the eye. It's still white. Okay, so I know where the error is. Okay, so I'm going to double click, and then let me just separate them and see. So yes, so that's the error. So I had to cancel the fill. Okay, so fill so that we can have only stroke for the frame, and then just move in place and then group. Okay, so we can put it here, and then let's see. Okay, so our solution worked. Then you might want to double click and then increase the opacity. Okay, so I'm going to double click on the glass, that's the circle, then increase the opacity. Okay, so let's see. So what next is just to move this. I'm going to move it, Control C, Control F, then I'll try, oops, let me delete it. Okay, so Control C, Control F, and then I can move it to the other side. Okay, so now let's say I'm going to select the rectangle tool. Okay, so you're going to do the connect, we're going to connect the two frames. Okay. So just across the two frames, and then I'll just go for the direct selection tool. Then I'll round in the rectangle. Then I'm going for the eyedropper. I'm going to give it a pink color. Or better still, let me go to the fill and then give it this pink color. Okay, so I'm going to, oops, okay, Control Z, and then just highlight all. Okay, so to multi-select, you can just hold Shift and then click on the objects you want to select. Okay, so I'll move it to the eyes, and then let's see. Okay, so this is quite interesting. So now we are going to work with the hair. So with the ellipse tool selected, I'm going to draw a perfect circle that's holding the shift key, and then I'm going to move it up, or then move it this way. Then I'll select the rectangle, then just draw across. It's halfway the semicircle. Okay, then just select all and then minus front. So let's position it on top. Sorry, on top. And then I'll multi-select the eyes and then just move them downwards. I'm going to resize the eyes, then bring this down. Okay, so let's do something like just some kind of design. Okay, so ellipse, and then while holding on shift, we'll just make the that design or something. I don't know. I think in arts they call it, is it coiffire or something for hairstyles also. Okay, so that said, I'm just going to multi-select this and then go to align horizontal. Okay, so that's the alignment tool to make sure they are perfectly aligned at the center. So I went to select align horizontal. Okay, so you highlight this two and then just click align horizontal. Okay, so let's give it, wow, this is very interesting, but that's not what we want to achieve. So we just undo. So we want to work on only the hairstyle, give them the same color of that color. So just give it this dark color, and then let's look for the rectangle tool, then do another portion of the hair. So an extension of the hair at the left side, and then we'll do same thing to the right side. So let's rounding it, and then let's see. Okay, so you can click on it, arrange, oops, right click, arrange, and then send to back. Okay, so you just duplicate it and move it. I'm going to move this here. Okay, and then I think portion of it is hidden behind the hair, so I have to right click on the spectacle, arrange, and then bring to front. Okay, so what else? Let me stretch it downwards. Select all group. Oops. Okay, so let me do that again. So I want to group them, so let me just highlight. Oops, let me highlight all of them. Okay, and then group. Okay, so you might notice an error. So I think portion of the hair hasn't moved, so I have to work on that. So that's your assignment. Thank you for watching. See you in the next tutorial.